Did you know Echoplex has a 24-hour stream? That's right. Check out our 24/7 music stream at echoplexmedia.com/live or at eplex.xyz. Our huge self-submitted local music library plays the best tunes the Bay Area has to offer, and commercial free, well, except for ours, and even by request. Check out the player on echoplexmedia.com or at eplex.xyz. Bookmark it and enjoy it all day. Echoplex is very supportive of our local music scene, and we hope you enjoy the soundtrack they've so graciously sent in for us to play on our network. If you like who you hear, please go check them out. The names of the artists are displayed on the player at echoplexmedia.com and at eplex.xyz.
We can talk about it. Doesn't change things one little bit. We can talk if you want to. We can dig, we can drag feelings back from the dead. Do an autopsy and dissect everything that was said. Or we could do our best to forget all about it. All about it. Oh, we could let go. Oh, what's the worst that could happen if we just went on with our lives? I know, you know, that shit was whack, but there's no going back. Learn from the past and let this love survive. It's an eye for an eye, it's the soul in my head. Did you really mean it when you said you wished I was dead? Oh my God, at your age, that's no way to behave. You're so impossible. Plug your ears, run away like you're in the 5th grade. La 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 la, I can't hear what you say. Oh my God, this is it, this is how we go insane. Oh, we could let go. What's the worst that could happen if we just went on with our lives? I know, you know, that shit was whack, but there's no going back. Learn from the past and let this love survive. We used to get along so well, but now I'm in the front seat and you're driving us to hell.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, degenerates of all shapes, sizes, and ages, welcome to Local Love. My name is Chip DeVille, and if you're listening to this, then that means it is Tuesday night, and you've picked the right place to be. Tonight, we have a special guest here in the building. We've got River from Panhandlers. How you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty darn good.
Awesome, man. I'm glad you could come out. It's been a minute since I've seen you.
It's been a long time.
It's been a while. What's been going on with the band? You guys are so it's a solo project now, correct?
No, we've gone through. I say we, as I speak alone. we've gone through a couple different lineup changes, but I'm pretty happy with the current lineup.
That's awesome.
I would be stoked to have the right percussionist join us.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody who could kick a kick drum and rattle off on a washboard, but right now I've got Mikey Hogue on bass, and he's really been killing it.
Cool.
He's just completed his first year with the band, so
good shit.
So yeah, he's doing good.
Dude, I haven't seen that guy since like before the pandemic either.
Yeah,
he was like big
I'm
time
stoked with him. Like, he really surprised me coming into the band. He like learned the songs so fast, and he's just a positive, good influence on me, and he's a good guy. Yeah.
That's good. So what's been going on show wise? Are you mostly just working on more like the production side of things lately, or are you getting back out there starting to play more gigs?
We've been kind of half busy. We are not nearly as busy as we were pre-pandemic, but maybe half as much. So maybe 2 or 3 shows every month. Right now is a rare moment where we have no shows on the books. So I'm looking at finishing up the record that we've got that I've been just sitting on.
Cool.
So hopefully in the new year sometime, maybe springtime, I'll be releasing it.
I like that. As far so you've got the new like record. As far as like the recording process is going, are you guys mostly doing like the home studio thing and all that, or do you got people that you like to work with in that regard?
I actually studied audio technology in college and used to run the project studio in Sunnyvale. So I'm fully proficient and able to do it on my own.
That's badass.
The living space I live in, I designed the actual space to be for recording, but then of course I put furniture in there, which changes the sound anyways.
Yeah.
But it's tile floors, and it's a big open space with vaulted ceilings.
That's great. We got,
cool. So
producer Dave with us now.
yeah, I had to thank you. Well, first I was going to ask you do a favor, talk closer to the mic.
Oh yeah, okay,
But
sure.
You provided a song to us that is the theme song to the most popular thing we have ever done around here, and I just wanted to thank you for that. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah, I was actually gonna go ahead and play that.
Yeah, that's the one queued up. I love that song.
We got American Tune. You want to give us a bit of an intro about the song before we play it?
Well, this one's about white male privilege.
All right. Well, here we go. This is American Tune. You're on Local Love. Share the stream, and we'll be right back.
I'm white, and I've got everything I need. No one clutches their purses when they're in a room alone with me. And I can drive for any neighborhood I please at any hour, and the police don't do a thing. So if I see a penny on the ground, I leave it alone and fucking flip it. I'm a straight white male in America. I've got everything I need. I'm a guy getting paid more than a girl with a degree. And I can walk down the streets after dark, no one wants to rape me. And I can get a girl pregnant and just as easily flee. Just like my straight white male dad did to me. So if I see a penny on the ground, I leave it alone and fucking flip it. I'm a straight white male in America. I've got all the luck I need. I've got a pile of broken mirrors and I'm walking under ladders and I'm spilling tons of salt, but to me that doesn't matter, cause my skin and my gender and my orientation are the best things to have if you live in this nation. I recommend it highly. If I see a penny on the ground, I leave it alone and fucking flip it. I'm a straight white male in America. I've got all the luck I need. Shit's gonna work out for me, cause I'm a straight white male in America. I've got all the luck I need.
That was American Tune, which is the theme song for the Intellectual Dollar Tree.
People around here are probably familiar with that.
Yeah. If you see in the chat, you've actually got a fan out there in Australia. So that's pretty awesome.
Is this what I'm looking at in front of me? This chat is
over to the right of your screen. You've got the whole chat going on. So
Okay.
sometimes it makes sense, and other times I don't know what the fuck is going on there.
I see your name up here, and I see a YouTube link somewhere.
Yeah. If you go to the bottom, that's what people are saying now. Lady B
Oh.
Miniature is a big fan. Oh, I keep forgetting this. This is a touchscreen computer. That's because
Oh, wow. Okay, so I have a fan in Australia?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So one of the fringe benefits of coming on Local Love, and this goes for all you other musicians out there, is almost automatically you get a fan in Japan, you get a fan in Australia. Where else we got people that tune in from?
Canada
Oh, and Canada fans.
Oh,
Canada
that's
fans are
so
always-
cool.
and
It's
unfortunately Florida.
I mean, that's almost like another
You
country.
can't choose your audience.
that's okay. I don't hate on the person, just the place. Well, I would like to encourage all of you to add our songs to your favorite playlist on Spotify, because that makes me feel good.
Or even better yet, check out their Bandcamp and
Oh yeah,
buy a couple
Bandcamp
tunes
is cool
and
too.
maybe
Yeah,
buy a
actually,
shirt.
on Bandcamp, if you find us on Bandcamp, we have an EP that's free to download.
Oh, nice.
So it's a live one from KPEG Radio. That was a fun little.
So that's a recording of a thing you did on a radio
Yeah.
station. I mean,
Yes.
you were cheating on us, but it's all right.
Well, they made us get up early in the morning, so my bias is definitely here.
So as far as like streaming platforms and like ways of getting your music out there, do you have a preferred platform? I mean, is it like
Spotify is
just-
the easiest for me to track.
okay?
But we're on Apple Music and iTunes and all of the above. If you're looking to like buy a download of the music, I prefer you use Bandcamp.
Mhm.
But you could purchase it from iTunes also,
Cool.
or like I said, Apple Music. Spotify is kind of dumb that they don't sell.
Yeah, you'd think that with the reach they have, they'd want 30% or whatever of if somebody wants to give you $1 for your song to like put it on their. It's weird, isn't it?
They have an option to sell merch on there, but they take too much of a cut, and I don't like that.
Huh.
I don't want to support them. They're not very good about supporting artists,
Yeah.
so I don't want to be really good about supporting huge corporations.
How's the split on Bandcamp on the merch?
I haven't checked the merch on Bandcamp, but Bandcamp is really cool with
All
with
the artists,
music.
all the artists that
Um,
come in here who aren't like super popular, because we've had like 1 or 2 acts that ended up being popular, and they had different things they cared about, Spotify or TikTok or whatever. But all the bands that we have on here who are kind of up and coming or whatever, they all fucking prefer Bandcamp.
Yeah,
for
Bandcamp-
everything.
Bandcamp takes like a 15% when they sell a download, and on Fridays they give all of it to the artists, or they let you choose a charity that you could give that 15% to instead. So I really,
Nice company.
I really support them. They're really pro artist over there.
You're gonna get. What do you think my split on Twitch is?
Oh, I have no idea.
Just guess.
30. Wait, your split? I don't.
50. It's 50-50.
It's 50-50, so they take half of your subscriptions.
Yeah.
That's dumb.
Do
Is that
you-
good for this type of platform, or is
Do you know
that
how much?
really- like I don't. I'm totally ignorant. I don't
Oh,
even
it's
know.
a horrible split. But like, the flip side is like, the people that watch our channel bought all the new shit you see here.
Oh, cool.
Like
Well,
all the
this room
lights
is
and
really cool.
there's a fucking mixer for the fucking lights here that I don't even really understand.
Oh, that's awesome.
Like-
It looks like a mixing board, so I would really become familiarized really quick.
Grant,
oh,
if
you
wanna
have
come up-
pads, different pads.
if
for
you want to
different
come over
lighting
here and figure out
situations?
my lights for me, I can make it respond to the music and I can turn them white or red. And I feel like I'm like, yeah, Dave, you
I
figured this
flipped his
out.
switch.
That's what the lights behind my TV do.
You tell your phone to do it. Yeah, the split is weird though, because like it depends on what else they're offering you. Like Bandcamp actually offers you everything. It offers like a band doesn't even need a website. If you got like panhandlersunion.com and it just pointed to your Bandcamp, nobody would even be the least bit mad at you.
The one thing, they don't do digital distribution outside of their website, and that's a mistake, because then I have to hire a distributor to submit my tracks to Spotify or
Wait,
Pandora or
you don't
something
just
like.
you don't just do that yourself?
No, they won't take unsolicited stuff.
Oh, that's
have to,
man.
That's the same way kind of radio is too.
Man, fuck them for like what a weird like artificial middleman situation though they did right there because like they know that this is it CD Baby or
right,
fucking
CD
whoever.
Baby. So
I've also fucked CD Baby, but that's a different story. I gave up on them.
I've read up on all of
blocked
them.
them.
I've
I'm
spent
not
a
mad
lot
at
of
them.
time studying the distribution aspect, and CD Baby has done, at least for me, they've done the best out of the 4 or 5 that I've hired. There's a new one called Sound Drop that is interesting. They'll let you do song by song, and they'll do the music licensing for you if it's a cover song, and that's actually a really cool thing because on all the other platforms you just have to like not do covers.
Yeah, covers can get sticky.
Yeah.
One of the things that we had a problem, and I think you cleared it up, and Walter cleared it up. I don't get copyright claims on YouTube from your music anymore when I use it, and NVS music I don't get copyright claims.
That would be
anymore.
Walter that cleared it up, but that's good because you should be allowed to use our music.
Oh,
so-
that's great. I'm gonna send that to them next time.
This is me giving you permission to use any of.
No, we had a copyright claim. Sakura came on, played her own song on an acoustic guitar, and we had a copyright claim from CD Baby on her playing her own fucking song. And
Okay,
like,
that
at
is
my like last apartment. I know they thought it was a cover, but it was like legitimately her.
The actual artist.
No, CD Baby actually. So you might hate on them for this, but that's actually something that they're good to their artists under most circumstances. So it was a hassle to clear that up with NVS, but the fact that they catch that stuff means that they are actually going out there and making sure that the artist is getting paid.
I mean,
Oh yeah. What I wish they would do, I wish they would like, I don't know, send the artist something. Be like, hey, this channel's playing your music, and then if the artist ignores it, they just collect the thing. And if the artist goes, actually, those are my friends. Yes, this channel can play my music. You know what I'm saying? Because there's like this cross thing that's going on between like different kind of creators, and it's not so much with them, and to some extent with punk rock and ska. There's a lot of ska streamers, but there's especially with like the like kind of nerd rap scene. A lot of those people are friends with streamers, and
Yeah.
and
The
so
SoundCloud rappers.
there should be like a way where like you can just be like, no, of course they can. Those are my friends.
I'm curious. Do you guys pay any kind of fee to BMI or ASCAP?
No.
no. So
We've gone out of our
that-
way to like only play music that people sent us via email that they created.
Right. Okay. So the submission.
That is
Okay.
pretty much how we avoid getting sued. Any of the artists that we play on either this show or the 24-hour stream, it's all been submitted by the artist. So whenever we get reached out to by somebody like CD Baby, Dave can just be like, "Here's the original email from the artist giving us their track for this purpose."
That's very cool. I get a check maybe once a year, twice a year from ASCAP because of CD Baby, because I actually get the bars that I play in have to pay an ASCAP or a BMI fee to have music playing at their bar. To have a jukebox or to have bands, they have to do that. And someone is tracking who's playing what songs, and then part of the fees that they pay ends up getting back to me when they play my music. But they're not playing my CD, so I'm getting a performance royalty from myself.
So
I'm playing my song, and then way later, I'm getting a fee paid to me. The bar, it has to pay this fee to have my music played at their bar.
right.
That's
So it's
crazy.
kind of like circular, and it's kind of cool that
Well,
I get a couple bucks for it.
But the flip side of that that's fucked up is like your song's at the beginning of my podcast that like is massive, and nothing comes to you from that. Nothing comes to me from that either. Like our support is all from the community. I make a few bucks on ads, like literally a few bucks, and it's just weird that on one hand, you know, the CD Baby's coming after me for playing, you know, Boomers by Periscope when like Matt is our friend, and then on the flip side, like nothing's coming to anybody on this other thing we're doing. Like it's just so weird and confusing and hard to navigate no matter who you are.
Well, the music industry is just a constantly shifting thing, so it's going to be tough to like it's got to be tough to be in that industry and like know what's the next avenue for distributing music. Like, you know, they've got to, you know, every 10 minutes there's a new site or a new platform or a new type of video game or a new TikTok or a new Snapchat or whatever. You know, if they can't keep up, then that's their fault.
Well, maybe because like, for example, when I was promoting the show today, I was able to bring up one of your guys' songs on Instagram, and I like when I'm able to do that, just especially for like promotional purposes. But do you guys ever see anything from that? If you're getting
Oh no, no. Facebook, Instagram stepped on y'all. They said, "Hey, promote your shit here. Hey, build your community here."
Are we gonna pay you? Fuck
yeah,
you.
Apparently, when we accept the terms to use their platforms, we are forfeiting our right for monetization on the videos.
Unless they decide that they would like to monetize you. Which is
unless
weird.
I do that star click monetize thing, but I don't. Something about that stuff just turns me off. I like it when somebody tosses a dollar in my guitar case, but that doesn't. That collecting Mario tokens online feels kind of weird.
Yeah, like I don't know. Like I've had to grapple with that, and I'm bad at that. Actually, I've been told by a lot of people who do what we do here that I'm just really bad at like asking the people that like watch what we're doing for money. That like I just don't do it. Like I just assume that like, and you may be operating under the same assumption that you do what you do, you put it out there, people enjoy it, and if they like it, they're going to support, right?
You would hope so, but actually people don't think like you think or like I think. Self-promotion is a difficult thing because it's...
Oh, I'm good at that part. It's the part where you ask those people for money after they're already there.
Both asking for money and self-promoting are difficult because you're juggling the value of your art or the value of what you do against this need to be humble, or like your narcissism against your humbleness, and you don't want to come off as vain or as like give me money, but like you have to remind people
It's a balancing act.
So that's why for me, when I'm playing these shows in bars, I put a guitar case out and I painted a nice pretty sign that says give me money, and I put a light on the sign so that even in this dark room you can read it across the room.
But it's also kind of a gag, right? It's not that it's not that it's funny that you want money for your art, but like the way you've done it in a certain way.
Well, we're Panhandlers Union, and it's a cardboard sign, so it literally is like, it's way better than having a band banner, on the wall.
Oh, it's funny. It's also like, even if you're not inclined to give the band money, it's funny,
I've seen like people, and this is all beneficial to me, but I've seen people like competing to give me the biggest tip, or like a new girlfriend egging her new boyfriend on to make him tip me more, and I see that stuff from the stage, and I think it's really hilarious, and a wonderful side effect of it is that I get a couple bucks.
It's gamification. It's just her and her boyfriend, but she's gamifying it.
Yeah.
She's like, would you like to win this game?
Yeah. Winning the game is giving me a $20 bill. So.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. If you see the Panhandlers Union, give them a $20 bill. That's the official policy of this network.
Well, I'm going to play one of my favorites here really fast. This is Whiskey Lullaby.
Ooh.
Anything you want to say about this song before we
This song, old folk punk rockers will recognize this one because it's an old Johnny Hobo and the Freight Train song, and but this one's a really interesting version of it because we had the amazing Dustonius Maximus join us on melodica for it.
Cool. Well, you're hearing it here on Local Love. EchoplexMedia.com. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with River from Panhandlers Union.
I was alone until there were no friends left, and before somebody offered me drugs. I was straight edge, and everyone's quit till you offer them a cigarette. So before we learn our lesson, let's see how bad things can get. And I'll drink myself to death, or at least I'll drink myself to sleep. Chain smoke my way through the gaps in between my aspirations and my apathy. As we drive past the last exit to home, I'll be waving goodbye, and I might be sleeping in a ditch tonight, but it's alright, 'cause whiskey is my kind of lullaby. I was sober all morning till I woke up this afternoon, and everyone sleeps till the calendar collides with June. And before someone offered me a job, you know I was gonna get one soon. So before the booze wears off, let's take another shot or two. And I'll drink myself to death, or at least I'll drink myself to sleep. Chain smoke my way through the gaps in between my aspirations and my apathy. As we drive past the last exit to home, I'll be waving goodbye, and I might be sleeping in a ditch tonight, but it's alright, 'cause whiskey is my kind of lullaby. Lullaby.
That was Whiskey Lullaby, performed by Panhandlers Union. The man you heard singing that song is right here in the studio.
And you can see the chat again.
Yeah,
you
the
can
chat
see
went
the
away
chat.
for a while, and it came back, and I'm seeing all these cool roses and hearts and alien faces, and
Oh, that's see that guy right there?
There's just
Check him out.
oh, whoa,
That's the same alien face.
it is.
It's Bob. He's actually gonna make sure that you sound good. See him sitting there. He's the
Yeah,
sound
Bob's
engineer.
our sound guy. He's the
Yeah.
alien face.
I mean, who better to really have running like your sound than
Oh, there's
somebody
Bob
from-
again.
Yeah, I wonder what frequency spectrum he hears in, right? Because we hear 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz.
If we're lucky.
Yeah, if we haven't lost any hearing, which most of us have.
How's your hearing, by the way? Is it pretty good still?
What was that?
No, I'm just asking.
No, actually, I'm a firm believer in wearing earplugs when in loud environments. So I've actually, for somebody who's spent the last 20 years in noisy punk rock shows, I've done pretty well to preserve my hearing.
Yeah, that's
good.
I feel like people, they find out that I've been DJing since I was 16. They're like, "How's your hearing?" And I'm like, "It's fine."
With DJing, you gotta use you're juggling the sound in the room against the sound in headphones. Are you wearing earplugs underneath those headphones?
Oh, absolutely not.
So how do you protect your hearing from the sound in the room?
I don't.
That's scary.
The booth is usually like the speakers are in front of the booth, but the problem is it's like it's not like I was only DJing at the parties. I was also taking like 7 hits of ecstasy and hugging speakers. Like you know what I'm saying? Like these, it's part of the game, baby. It's part of the game.
I assume
lucky.
I assume a good subwoofer would be fun to hug when you're on ecstasy.
or just
Just now.
Fuck it.
Or yeah, I mean,
If it was big enough, we could all hug it and we wouldn't even touch each other. But then what fun would that be?
no, I prefer human contact for sure.
I don't know. For me, I would say that I would depending on the venue is whether or not I'd be wearing earplugs while I'm DJing, because sometimes depending on where the monitors are positioned, you're getting like just blasted in the face. So all depends on the venue.
So I used to believe, and this is when I was playing with NVS all the time. I used to believe that I needed to hear my guitar tone very specifically, like exactly when I was on stage.
Mm-hmm.
And so at band practice, I'd wear earplugs because it's a really loud room.
Yeah.
And then at shows, I wouldn't. And I was just blasting my hearing. And of course, after every show, my ears are ringing, and
I hate
I
that.
suffer the damage, the what's it called, the tinnitus for a couple days. And but I actually, like, there was a couple shows where like I played really poorly because I was paying too much attention to my guitar tone.
I see.
And I realized that if I play with earplugs in practice, I need to play with earplugs at the show just to not distract myself.
For sure.
So, I mean, I even like put on earplugs, like, you know, if I just like want to like be alone when I'm riding a train, you know, like I'll put on earplugs just to tune out other people's dumb conversations and stuff, like, you know, to get in my own head. It's kind of a intimate way to connect with yourself.
For sure. Well, as far as just like your overall like process or anything, is there like a certain process that really you follow when you're writing a song, or is it like do you usually start with the instrument first, then the lyrics first, then the instrument, like?
Any of those and everything else. My process changes daily.
Mm-hmm.
The best songs are written. I feel the lyrics and the music come at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of the times I'll get just one line of a song, and I'll write down like 300 one-liners just in a book. And then as I'm writing a different song, I'll think, oh, that one-liner I wrote will work in this song. And then I'll cross that off my list and use it. But usually the best songs, the music and the lyrics come at the same time.
That's cool.
Sometimes a lot of the times I'm inspired by other artists. So the thing is, you don't want to plagiarize somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to sound like somebody else. So I find what is inspiring about their song, and then I'll try to forget their melodies and their music and just connect with the feeling I got with their song, you know?
That's cool.
It's so I think like the reason I ended up like abandoning like producing dance music just to DJ it is the thing that you like talked about right there. Like what you just said, it just fucking escapes me. Like I know what you said, right? But I don't like feel it. It doesn't like hit me. Like I don't know what you mean by like the vibe of a song. I feel like music just sounds how it sounds. And I think that's might be why I ended up like not producing dance music anymore. And now I do this shitty podcast.
Well, there's a song I want to play today, actually, that I don't play in the bar shows. And the reason I don't play it at the bar shows is because it's got a lower dynamic. It's finger picking. It's, you know, kind of too quiet and slow for like a raucous dive bar. They
don't have like a brick wall limiter or compression. Like what you need for that then that's what you need is DSP for that kind of song.
Yeah, but the people at the people at the dive bar, they want like the faster punk rock. They want honky tonk dancing music. They this song would just be kind of a bummer, dude. So they don't want this song anyways. But the way I wrote this song was I was inspired by a song somebody else wrote, and what I did is I listened to their song and I painted a picture of a murder scene that they were writing about, and then I did everything I could to forget their song, and then I wrote a song about the picture I drew. So kind of a dark subject matter, but I was able to get to the same point as the other artists did without using their without using their music or their
stealing
patterns or their chord progressions or their melodies or their words. Like everything is original and it's my thoughts and my process, and it's based on a picture I drew while I was listening to their song.
That's pretty cool. Are there like as far as like the artists that you get inspiration from, is it just kind of all over the map, or Or is there some more contemporary artists? Is there more old school type stuff? Like what's some of the ones that usually you get the most inspiration from, would you say?
The artists that inspire me the most are the ones that have something that they have to say, that something that they want to change about the world.
Mhm.
And those guys generally have something worthwhile to say, and generally their message is pretty similar to my message. And other than that, the artists I like recently are artists that have a darker subject matter, a lot of Amigo the Devil and Harley Poe and Pine Box Boys. These guys are all writing about murders and horror stories and zombies and werewolves and stuff like
cool.
that. So,
Well, what if you can remember as far back? But I'm always curious to ask artists to come in. What was the first album you remember purchasing?
this is a great story. Okay, I was 9 years old and I was riding my bike down to Target, and I was going to buy the new MC Hammer record.
Can't touch this.
No, it was too legit.
Oh,
Okay,
that
I remember,
sucks.
yeah.
Too legit. But I didn't get to buy it. I didn't get to buy it because I got mugged on the way.
Oh,
Oh shit!
So
That's what happens
I
when you
turned
listen to that
around and I
hippity hop.
walked my bike back home with my bloody lip and my black eye, and I told my mom about what happened, and I saved my allowance for the CD because I got $2 a week on allowance, so that's it's a couple months to get the new MC Hammer
Yeah.
CD, and so she drove me to Target and she bought me a Vanilla Ice CD.
Oh no! I mean,
I feel like that's almost the plot of an Offspring song.
It could be.
Almost the
Like,
plot of an Offspring
I could
song.
totally see that in like a sitcom or something.
That would be a good music video at least.
That'd be great.
I don't know I don't know. Maybe your mom made the right choice. Like, what was a better album, that Vanilla Ice album or the second MC Hammer
So
album?
the Vanilla Ice album wasn't the popular one either. It wasn't.
Oh no!
So it was. So his big one was the Ice Ice Baby, right? Based on the lick from Queen, right?
Yeah.
And MC Hammer's big one was Can't Touch This, based on the Rick James song, using their loops, right? But I didn't get Ice Ice Baby. I got the Rollin' in My 5.0.
Oh shit! Yeah, the Mustang,
The Mustang song,
yeah,
right?
I
It was
remember
about
that.
like an
Damn.
80s Mustang.
Right. That which was also a line in Ice Ice Baby, but he had a whole song about like
He had a whole song.
He had
yeah.
a whole song about like his regular car that people bought.
But people really loved that car, those
Oh,
5.0
yeah.
Mustangs in the 80s, and they were crappy. They were like,
yeah.
they
Like,
were
it was
buckets.
it was such a weird thing because like in the 80s I was a kid, right? And I was into cars. People were like, "Oh, I love this 5.0 Mustang," and blah blah blah. And then I looked up the numbers and I was like, why does the sporty Volkswagen Golf have more horsepower than the 5.0 Mustang?
And speaking of which, my first car ended up being a sporty Volkswagen Golf.
Hell yeah.
Oh, me too. I had a GTI.
I did too, 87.
My first car was an 84 GTI.
Okay, mine had 4 doors and a sunroof.
Mine
No,
had
5 doors and a sunroof.
Mine had 2 doors and it didn't always start.
Mine didn't always start
But
either.
it was super fun to drive. You could be like, "Ah, ah."
Yeah.
You felt like Mario Kart in that shit.
Yeah.
There was no Mario Kart yet, I don't
Yeah.
think.
I would take mine over Highway 9 a lot when I had it. But
Like
mine,
you weren't going fast, but it sure felt like you were going
top
fast.
speed was nothing, but the handling and acceleration, it was a stick shift, obviously. Yeah, that was a fun car.
Hell yeah.
Way better than Vanilla Ice's
5.0.
Yeah.
Vanilla Ice would be like drinking like a Cisco in his 5.0 and crash while he tried to
Zima.
race you down Highway 9. Vanilla Ice for sure drank Cisco. Did you ever drink a Cisco?
I have no idea what that is.
Chip, do you know what a Cisco is?
No.
Oh God!
Is that like Crystal Pepsi or something?
It's like Crystal Pepsi. It's like Crystal Pepsi, but almost halfway between the consistency of Pepsi and gravy, and it was 14% alcohol. That's what a
Oh,
Cisco
shit.
was.
Oh, I'm looking at it online right now. Yeah. Weird. Weird. Huh. Well, okay, back to the music. Sorry.
Yeah, music.
So okay, I always like to ask. I always
Chip was
like to
people
ask.
are having fun. We can't do this.
Sorry. We're having so much fun talking about cars and memory lane and alcohol, but back to the music. I love asking hypotheticals to artists, and one of my
You could have
hypotheticals.
any Volkswagen GTI that's 30 years old. Which
year
would it be?
no. Like as far as like just musical goals or like I always have my like own little musical pipe dreams for things that I want to do. But like, is there anything really that like stands out that you would love to see your song on? Like, would you want it to be on is there like a show or a type of movie that you would maybe want to be on, or some way to have your music featured in more than just like radio and show and like doing live shows? Like, is there any other ways that you would want to get your music out there?
Well, the dreams for me have always been about the live performance.
Yeah.
So like my original dream when I was like 16 is, wouldn't it be cool if we could like find a bowling alley that would like let us play music and all of our friends could come and we could have a big party and it would be really cool and I'd
We're
be
like
a rock
the same
star.
person. I hung out at a bowling alley when I was a kid.
And then of course you reach that goal, and then wouldn't it be cool if we could get like a bigger band to come play with us, and then you reach that goal, and so my goals have always been around that. Can I open for my idols, but I suppose it would be really cool to hear my folk music and to see a car chase scene.
That'd be cool. All right.
Oh, that's so good.
I like that.
Crack
I like
Rock
that a lot.
Steady
That's a great
with
answer.
Crack Rock Steady to a car chase scene would just be like unreal, actually.
That would be fun. Yeah.
Well, and then you had mentioned opening for artists, like as far as like somebody that you would like to open for one day.
I've reached some of those goals.
Yeah.
The big one just after high school was Butt Trumpet.
Okay.
And that was a big goal for NVS, and NVS got to open for Butt Trumpet, and that was a really, really big day for us. I recently, in the past year, I got to open for Matt Pless, who's an amazing innovator in the folk punk scene. And I got to open for the Angry Samoans a couple years back. That was pretty big. I can't now I'm blanking on some names. There was a rockabilly band and I burnt a lot of holes in my brain.
People you haven't opened for.
Who I haven't. I would
who
love.
would you love to?
I would love to open for the artists that I cover.
Okay.
So I would love to open for Harley Poe. I would love to open for Amigo the Devil. I would love to open for those are my two big ones. For Pat the Bunny or Ramshackle Glory is the band he's touring with now. Hell, I'd love to open for Dolly Parton. That would be the biggest thing in the world.
She's the best.
I would totally tailor my set to be for her. You know
what? Yeah, I don't think you would have to. I feel like she's cool, and she would just be like, "Thank you."
Yeah, I feel like maybe her audience wouldn't be though. So I feel like wouldn't.
At this point, maybe she's weeded out like the shitty people from her audience.
Yeah,
with
or
her
they're all
behavior.
dead by now, right?
Like if you like Dolly Parton and you're still alive, you probably cool.
Yeah. I want that printed on a bumper sticker. If you like Dolly Parton and you're still alive, we cool, or something like that.
Might be too much for a bumper sticker.
You get a really big bumper.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna get you all set up to do your live
Hold
studio
on.
performance.
If you're gonna do this, we have an NVS we have to play, and
Okay.
I felt really stupid. It was like 2 months ago. You saw it too. I fucking just 2 months ago I figured out what Then Gwen was about.
Oh, really? Oh, that's such a great song.
No, the problem with that, the reason I couldn't figure it out, the problem with the reason I couldn't figure it out is I lived in Fremont when that happened. Fremont's right next to Newark where that happened, and I just felt like like monumentally fucking stupid when I figured out that it was about Gwen Arujo
Wow.
and like what happened. Like,
You know, I don't even think I know the story of what happened.
I can give it to you real quick.
Yeah,
there was
give us an overview.
There was a party house in Newark. Me and my friends had been invited there, but it wasn't our scene. Like we're lame, or maybe I don't know, maybe made the right decisions. There was a trans woman, or a trans girl, actually. She was under 18. She was 17. She hung out there. Her name was Gwen Arujo. She had sexual interactions with some of the men who frequented that house. And they figured out that she was a trans woman, and they killed her.
Jesus.
And I didn't know that's what that song was about until like 3 months ago. And like, there's a really good series on California True Crime about it. It's a 5-parter. There's a lot that happened there. And I just remember hearing about it. We were writing electronic music. Me and my friend Rich actually used to be a significant other of the Media Winch here, and we heard about that. And
Yeah.
I just remember this moment where we had just stopped. And like neither of us said anything. Kind of when we heard what happened, we did. You know what do you say when you hear like 5 miles away they tortured and killed a trans woman for
another Matthew.
I'm sorry, also a girl.
Another Matthew Shepard type of story. You know.
Well, what got lost in it is this was a girl. She was 17. She wasn't even an adult.
Yeah.
And these dudes that were ranging in ages from 19 to 27. Like, I know this is a weird way to like lead into like this song that you're about to play for us.
It also goes to show something really cool about Walter's brilliance.
Oh, the
in
lyrics are
writing
just
a
like
song that, you know, she's more than just a fetish. She's a human being.
and he like rattles off the name of 10 or 12 gay clubs.
Yeah,
as
places. His connection to it is was an interesting thing where he was talking about like a journey of self-discovery and, you know, going to different places to explore your sexuality, and those different places include Craigslist ads and
it was like very much of the time of what happened, and it just like, I don't know, I like watched a documentary about it. At the end they played some song and I was like, what the fuck, why isn't this NVS song like at the end?
They probably didn't know.
It's
too bad.
I know that like Local Love's like a cool show and we don't get political or whatever here, but like this is just like
the artists that you support do though.
Yeah.
And that story is not a political story. That's a human story. You know, that's just
fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, now you're getting corrected by my guess and shit around here. Fair enough. That was a human being, and not for nothing, she was 17 when all this happened.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got Then Gwen, probably another song while we get River set
And then after that, I'm going to go ahead and play Crack Rock Steady. So while you're listening to that next song, think of a car chase scene. You're on Local Love. Stay tuned.
See true beauty in you, it truly terrifies me to know I might be one of them. Lots of cases you hear, it isn't natural. Stand a gay or lesbian. Searching through Craigslist endlessly, my picture is a whore. Preference or fetishes to decide. If they can see things equally, the less a man than I am, the less a woman in your eyes. Question my orientation, question this gender system, a prison of the heart and mind. sing, taught me how to cry on command. Appearance not a pretense, genitals do not define you. Masculine not is what I am, and what you are isn't confined to some typology, genetics or psychology, when all that's left is you and me. And after all the sexual politics, regardless of our rhetoric, we're all a bit androgynous.
Close your eyes and picture a car chase to this song.
Oh, crack rock steady. Are you ready to stop the rotten blue menace that start killing some cops? Crack rock steady. Are you ready? Living above the law. Poor little lies, poor little screws. The whitest gang crew, the hated boys in blue, like scabies on the street. They infest a beat, fucking my life, but I wanna beat defeat to them. Above the law, come and a piggy will be safe till they are dead and done. Let's lay them down low, hang them up high. Get all of these piggies, have them crucified. Crack rock steady, are you ready to stop the rotten blue menace that start killing some cops? Crack rock steady, are you ready? Living above the law. Hardcore, rugged and raw. On the streets of San Jose we work about the fucking law. It don't matter the color of your skin, as long as you don't scandalous commit no sin. To me or my tribe would not be wise. Time to smell the ganja, open up your fucking eyes. Step back and keep your attitude in check. Give the crack rock steady much respect. Crack rock steady, are you ready to stop the rotten blue menaces are killing some cops? Crack rock steady, are you ready? Living above the law. Riot sound, police come round with the bass and drum, we knock 'em down. Chop 'em up with a riff and in the stew we be drinking pot liquor made from poison blue. Somebody way up in the high-rise castle, wishing with the hope that I would lick the asshole. With the bass we knock down those big brass doors. Hear me now, rock steady, crack rock steady. Are you ready to stop the rotten blue menaces are killing some cops? Crack rock steady, are you ready? Living above the law. Don't you know that Satan is the man? So listen very close, cause we got a little plan. We're gonna have to execute some rich important people. Gonna burn down all your churches and topple all your steeples. See a frown, turn that cross upside down. Let's grab a baseball bat and let's go to fucking town. Kill the police, I'll be saying little mumble when the cops come to your door. Don't forget the choice is yours, crack rock steady. You ready to stop the rotten blue menaces are killing some cops? Crack rock steady, are you ready? Living above the law, crack rock steady. Are you ready to stop the rotten blue menaces are killing some cops? Crack rock steady, are you ready? Now stop!
Something creeping up on me. My
love. That was Vampire by The Dangerous. Before that was Crack Rock Steady by Panhandlers Union. And Then Gwen by NVS. But right now, we have a live in-studio performance by River from Panhandlers Union. Whenever you're ready, man, let's hear it.
I'd like to preface this by saying this is the only love song you'll ever hear me play. I revere it, that wicked little spirit in this dreary old town. Silently watching me, watching you wander aimless around. Day turns, night turns, fog after dark in a shroud in an alley where your car is parked. I know your schedule every day, and where you go when you're away, and where you sleep and where you play. A hug turns into a hold, to a struggle, to a choke. It turns warm body, it turns warm bodies cold. I fucked it up. Oh well. Your eyes slowly shift a shade of gray, caressing on your, resting on your body and drift away. And this river, it runs deep. How deep? Exactly 6 feet. Hold on tight. It don't feel wrong, but it don't feel right. We both look pale in the starry light tonight. Ashes to ashes and dust spins in the wind. Vulture circle overhead again. Cold steel is heavy, it goes straight to my head. Things will all be better when we're dead. We can be together when we're dead. They'll be better when we're dead. We can be together forever and ever and ever. I was not very happy with my performance there. What?
Do it again.
The people in the internet land want to hear that twice?
They're all good with it. I'm looking at the chat now.
Really? The chat. Hey, chat room folks, you want to hear me hit the right chords?
Do it again.
I'll do something else first and come back to it. How about that?
Yeah, okay.
You guys remember Stona E?
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna do something I wrote with him. Resurrect me from the dead, release me from my prison head, take the toxins out the food I'm being fed. Next time, instead of praying, take action instead. I'll get molesters and predators up out of the schools, go to the White House, remove that fucking fool, send him to jail so we can pay up his dues, all for lying, deceiving and distorting the truth. And imagine a world without racism. Smoke all you Buddha with Stoneism. Stop the soldiers taking on an enemy mission, and I'll bring them back home to return to living. Broadcasting live from the rat race, politicians and the preachers keep the facts laced with lies, and it's no surprise that we walk around ignorant, uninformed, and unwise. With only $20 to spend, the tendency is to get drunk, don't eat, and grow thin. With that Uncle Sam reaching at his hand, it makes me feel like an anarchist. Is who the hell I am. Get the fuck out of my way, I'm going nowhere in a hurry. With the Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri, Wicked is the way that the bartender served me, 'cause every damn day I gotta get my soul dirty. Seems I can't think without a fucking drink, so if I ain't got a drink, you don't expect me to think. Well, I get drunk and I skink and I rock the boat as I exhale the large clouds of cannibal smoke. It's an illogical toke in a wrong direction. It's a slippery slope without your selection. Everybody get drunk and go fuck tonight, and puff a fat dub of some kryptonite. Now get my style out your lips, I'll give you dick to bite, 'cause Stoner E is an oddity, a regular type. And if you need to feel alive, you know I need to feel alive. Go on and start a motherfucking bar fight. Trying to be a better person, got so far to go. It's possible that I could change myself, but the rest of the world I just don't know. Trying to be a better person, got so far to go. It's possible that I could change myself, but the rest of the world I just don't know. Rest of the world rest of the world.
Fuck yeah. The chat is liking it, man.
Okay. Now I am going to go back and try to play that song right that I messed up for you guys. But I don't play that song in the dive bars, and that's why. That's why. I don't play it very often. So it's called Justified Ends, by the way, because there's some thing about the language that makes that make sense. The ends justify the means, so justified ends. I revere it, that wicked little spirit in this dreary old town. Silently watching me, watching you wander aimless around. And day turns, night turns, fog after dark, in a shroud in an alley where your car is parked. I know your schedule every day, and where you go when you're away, and where you sleep and where you play. A hug turns into a hold, to a struggle, to a choke. It turns warm bodies cold. Your eyes slowly shift a shade of gray, caressing on your, rusting on your body, and drift away. And this river, it runs deep. How deep? Exactly 6 feet. So hold on tight. It don't feel wrong, but it don't feel right. We both look pale in the starry light tonight. Ashes to ashes, and dust spins in the wind. About to circle overhead again. Cold steel is heavy, it goes straight to my head. Things will all be better when we're dead. We can be together when we're dead. Be better when we're dead. We can be together forever and ever and ever. What do you guys want to hear?
Oh, can you do a live rendition of the song I'm White?
Yeah, American tune.
Fuck yeah.
I am white, and I got everything I need. No one clutches the purses when they're in a room alone with me. And I can drive through any neighborhood I please at any hour, and the police don't do a thing. So if I see a penny on the ground, I leave it alone and fucking flip it. I'm a straight white male in America. I've got everything I need. I'm a guy getting paid more than a girl with a degree. I can walk down the streets after dark, no one wants to rape me. I can get a girl pregnant and just as easily flee, like my straight white male dad did to me. So if I see a penny on the ground, I leave it alone and fucking flip it. I'm a straight white male in America. I've got all the luck I need. I'm a pile of broken mirrors and I'm walking under ladders and I'm feeling tons of salt, but to me that doesn't matter, cause my skin and my gender and my orientation, the best things to have if you live in this nation. Recommend it highly. Yes, I recommend it highly. So if I see a penny on the ground, I leave it alone and fucking flip it. I'm a straight white male in America. I've got all the luck I need. Shit's gonna work out for me, cause I'm a straight white male in America. I've got all the luck I need. That's one of my favorites too. I really, really do like that song.
One more, baby, one more. Dealer's choice.
I want to say something with this one. Never mind, I don't want to say anything with this one. This song is called Skeezer McGillicuddy's Bus. I show up to the party in a tinfoil hat. I go to your bathroom and I lick the bath mat. Open your cupboard and I drink your Listerine. I jack off in your sink till it stains my dick green. Put your toothbrush in some used kitty litter. You'll notice tomorrow that it tastes kinda bitter. I'm shaving my ass, I leave hairs on the floor, and I did this without closing the door. I wear this hat everywhere I go, and people point and people laugh and people don't even know. It's made of tin foil, it's bent on the edge, and it stops Fox News from invading my head. I hide in the dark to block out sound, avoiding all the mind control devices around, and nodding off naked in the back of a train. I'm not really crazy, I'm not crazy, I'm not crazy, I'm sane. Fuck your TV, brain programming, zombie media, advertising, primetime feeding, buy this car, American Idol, pop rock star, take this coupon, buy our shit, it's a 2-for-1 deal with an endless deep dish, Xanax, Valium, Klonopin, how many pieces do you wish? Xanax, Valium, Klonopin, Vicodin and lithium, Prozac, Zoloft, Wellbutrin, Adderall and Ritalin. Flexerol, Adderall, Percocet and Vicodin and alcohol. Thank you guys out there in podcast land.
You actually just somebody in the chat just says that they just followed you on all available socials.
Thank you.
So that's
I
awesome.
will probably see that and follow you back, because I'm a stalker like that.
You are a follow back girl.
Well, that was a live performance by River from Panhandlers Union. Stay tuned, and we got some more questions for the guy when we get back.
That was
Then again, what was I thinking? Willing to be miserable for love? How pathetic can you get? Another rube? Come on, it's all been done before, and I'm not naive anymore. Damn right, I'm jaded. All these rooms are future ruins, waiting for the call to beam me up. My coffin molds around me. Masochism is a dying art, but I will play perfectly positioned at the keys, but her knees will never bend, forever stiff, forced to please the masses, frozen, falling over at the slightest nudge. Surging in the blue, abandoned, raging in the luminescent pool. My lungs will be my cannons, firing against the undertow. This is mine and I want you to know. I will sing until I die. Rock stars don't apologize until the lights go out in my eyes, until the drumming ceases. I will burn with the fury to ignite. I will be your Venus, and as I stumble into the night, you are my ammunition. When I crash in this never-ending fight, they'll have to drag me screaming. They'll have to drag me screaming.
Back.
We are back.
So check this out. River, like, not only did you play that song and then you were like, actually, I didn't do a very good job, so I'm going to play again. But then you like took our requests. So I just want to thank you for that.
I'm glad to play those songs. There's something I do at the live
closer
shows.
to the mic, sir. The
There's
people
something
here
I
love
do
you.
at the live shows, which is I start to play when people make a request. I start to play "Knocking on Heaven's Door,"
Okay.
but then what I actually play is
that is-
"Knock
that-
Knock Not Gonna Play Requests."
So like check this out. That is a request for somebody to request something else, because that song sucks.
Yeah, but I play "Knock Knock Not Gonna Play Requests." Gonna play our own damn music instead, and then I segue into one of my songs.
So like I feel like, maybe you're not going to understand this, and this is weird for the end of Local Love, but let's party.
Okay.
Like you play some covers, but the covers, you've chosen them specifically for like the kind of vibe you're trying to do, right? Like American Tune, not your song, but
Not
like
my song, yeah.
But like it's not like you chose a Madonna song.
No, I choose songs that First of all, I choose artists that inspire me, and
aren't going to see you.
And then I choose songs from those artists that inspire me that say the things I want to say.
Oh, who's the original artist on American Tune?
They call themselves AJJ, but they used to call themselves Andrew Jackson Jihad, and I prefer their original name.
Andrew Jackson Jihad?
Yeah. That's a cool name, isn't it? That's just like so awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, I choose artists that inspire me, and very specifically in the scene of folk punk, Here on the west coast of the United States of America, we don't have a scene, a folk punk scene at all. So I end up playing shows with punk bands and metal bands. So,
which do you like better, the punk bands or the metal bands?
The punk bands.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Me too. Like I got my homies in the metal scene, but
I like older heavy metal. I don't really like new heavy metal. I like Megadeth and Anthrax. But so the songs I choose to the people here in the punk scene here, they think
in this room, or
they think these bands are obscure, but in the folk punk scene, they're not obscure at all. These are the rock stars of the genre, but because nobody around here knows the genre at all, I get to introduce people to the genre. So I'm doing what I would do if I was a DJ. I'm tailoring a set of, I'm going to introduce these people to folk punk.
You would be the best DJ.
And I'm also, while I'm introducing you to folk punk, I'm trying to convince you that I'm one of the original innovators. So I'm putting my songs with their songs.
You're like, I'm going to lie to you right now.
Yeah. Here's some of the innovators of folk punk, and I'll play a Harley Poe song and an Andrew Jackson Jihad song and a Pat the Bunny song and my songs.
So I've generally, would you say you get like a pretty good reception? Like if you're
everybody hates River. What are you talking about, Chip?
It's
Chip. Everybody hates River. What are you talking about?
I do. I think people genuinely like it. I think a lot of people are curious because
me too.
At the shows, I'm usually playing a 6-string banjo, not a guitar. So people are like just curious to see a banjo at a punk show. And I think that I start the set in a way that like grabs people's attention so they stick around a little bit longer.
That's cool.
And then I have the guitar case with the cardboard sign, and there's a little laugh that they get out of that. And there's a lot of, even though I'm not a comedian and my set is not a comedy set, there is a lot of comedy in it.
Well, I've always felt that a lot of the stuff, even though it's got kind of a dark vibe, it's still like lightheartedly dark.
Oh, if you're doing dark without funny, then we need to put you on a watch list. Actually,
Jordan Peele recently said in an interview that the difference between horror and comedy is the music.
That's actually wow. That's
like put that behind the scariest thing you've ever seen,
and it's instantly a comedy. Yeah, put the Benny Hill theme song behind like a scene where Michael Myers is chasing somebody.
To be fair, that none of that. Michael Myers was never that scary.
Well,
I'm a few years older than you.
Somebody comparable. How about Jason? He's kind of similar. Is Jason scarier?
I don't know. Like, I mean, I wouldn't like hit up Jason on Grindr.
I'm personally
Michael Myers. Maybe I'd be like, take off the mask. What do you look like without the mask?
Well, I'm a fan of Freddy Krueger, but I can't think of a scene where Freddy Krueger is chasing somebody in a way that the Benny Hill theme song works.
I'm gonna fucking kill you in your dreams.
Because he's gonna kill you in your sleep. You're not running. You're laying down.
I mean, unless like your nightmare is like Benny Hill, and then in that case, I don't know.
That's a whole different.
That's a reach.
That's a whole different story.
Well, I mean, like think about a movie like Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Is that a horror movie? No, that's not a horror movie at all.
Yeah, probably not.
It is if you're like 5 years old and you really like clowns.
I think it was like made with the intent of maybe,
or maybe if you really don't like clowns.
Yeah, if you're neutral on clowns, then you have no opinion of that movie. But if you really like clowns or really hate clowns, then you, I don't know. I don't know. That movie has a great theme song written by the Dickies, and I absolutely love that song.
What are you doing, Chip? Chip, why are you not like... All right, listen, everybody. Check this out. I'm going to close this show out. I'm going to read this show out. We're not going anywhere, live listeners, but we're done with the Local Love podcast. If you could bring me up just me on the video, I would appreciate it. If you can't do that, I ain't that mad.
Gotcha. Give me a second here.
The answer is no. All right, everybody, check this out. Thank you so much for tuning in to Local Love tonight. This is a podcast, so you can get it on like Spotify, but don't get it there. Get it on our website. Get it at echoplexmedia.com.
Yeah.
You can find music by River Black at echoplexmedia.com/radio. Just type into that thing, be like Panhandlers Union.
Or you can type NVS too.
You could. In fact, Chip, pull us up an NVS song that we don't listen to most of the time. Everybody, thank you so much for tuning into the podcast. We're going to go into the post game here. I don't know if that's good or that's bad for the live.
That's my request. Gotcha.
Pete's Revenge. Who's Pete? Oh,
that song is about Monster Pete.
Pete is the co-host of the show that was happening when you walked in and you're like, why are these people talking about the city council?
Oh,
different Pete.
Yeah, no.
Anyway, thanks everybody for hanging out. This is Pete's Revenge by NVS. And when we come back, I don't know, like whatever. Some people pay $5 for this part. Good night, everybody. Welcome to Red Light.
We are in red light.
Go sit there. Welcome to Red Light. I'm gonna light a cigarette.
Can we do that? We're allowed to do that? Are we allowed to do that here?
Yep. This is
Now that I have, yeah, absolutely.
Now,
Light a cigarette.
I see an ashtray here.
You know, see, look, this place is set up for that, but it's like we're pretending to be smart, but not that smart around here.
Well, there's that cliche of the radio DJ in his booth that's like billowing out smoke as he smokes cigarettes,
Dude,
right?
I miss like all the 80s and 90s movies that like
exactly.
were radio
The radio
themed.
DJ is always smoking, right?
But that's the problem here is that like I don't know, like did the radio look at the disco ball and look at the colors?
He never had that.
Right.
He never had cool lighting.
When I was
The-
a kid,
the
I used to
radio
go to
DJ.
the when I was a kid, I used to hang out at KOME after school. 98.5 was like right over off of Winchester.
Yeah,
And,
I know
there
that
weren't
spot,
any
yeah.
priests working
They
there,
had
right?
a pretty cool like studio. It was
They had a
pretty
cool vibe there. I
Yeah.
remember when I was 13 years old, they had a call-in radio contest. Be caller 10 now and win tickets to Lollapalooza,
Yeah.
where the headliner was Sonic Youth and Hole.
Oh shit!
And I
1996.
called
You
in
know
and I
what's
was
really good.
I was
Was
caller
it-
10 at 13 years old, and I went in to go get those tickets, and they asked me, "Do you like White Zombie?" And I was like, "Yeah, I do." And they gave me tickets to White Zombie, Babes in Toyland, and the Melvins, as well as the Lollapalooza tickets.
Damn.
So my first concert at 13 years old was White Zombie with Babes in Toyland and the Melvins.
Well, sir, now we live in a hellscape where no 13-year-old has a chance.
No, I mean, no.
Sorry.
13-year-olds, they just get lost under the wheels.
Man, that was in 1995. That show was back in 1995.
Oh, I was just graduating high school in 1995.
I was 13 years old. I was 13. I was 13. She's only 17.
Oh, there was hella songs about girls that are 17. That's weird, actually.
And also, there's the Joan Jett song, like
17.
like where
Oh,
he
I
put,
have the
put another
best-
dime in the jukebox, baby. That one.
oh,
that one. He's only 7. He must have been about 17.
Baby.
Like that's a Joan Jett song. It's about
I want rock and roll. Put another dime in the jukebox, baby.
yeah, but she sings about like the guy who puts the dime in the jukebox, and it's a 17-year-old kid. It's another song about pedophilia.
Oh shit! Damn, I didn't know that.
I'm careful here because we cover conspiracy theories, and I don't want to like just accuse like the whole world of being in on it.
Well, these aren't like conspiracy theories because it's just the lyrics of the song. It's just
Oh, right.
matter of fact. Like,
It might not even be real. It's just the lyrics of the
yeah.
song.
So I mean, it's an artist, so it's their perspective about something. But why do so many artists sing songs about 17-year-olds?
I feel like maybe as an artist, you're throwing yourself under the bus by asking this question.
Well, I've never written a song about a kid.
Well, no, I hope not. No, I don't know. It's weird though because it's right before the like, legal age of consent, so there's like something there. There's something subversive about that, but don't fuck 17-year-olds, people
Don't
that are
do
watching.
it.
Don't do it. First of all, like you shouldn't. Like those are
Those
like,
are children.
you're right, don't do it. But also it's like it's not good for your look.
What was the band that did that Cherry Pie, the 80s hair metal band?
Oh, that was Warrant.
Warrant had a song about a 17-year-old kid, right? That was like one of their.
I feel like there's a popular theme in rock and roll. What was that Almost Famous movie where Kate
Oh,
Hudson,
yeah.
she plays like an underage girl that like toured with a rock band, and she was kind of like their.
Yeah, I
She
feel
was-
like
It's a very common theme in rock.
I feel
music.
like liberals, you've done a bad job actually when we talk about this broader thing. Like y'all want to fuck a 17-year-old.
Oh, no, well, rock stars do, right?
But that's weird too. Like if you had everything you wanted in the world, why would you want why did you want to break the law?
So yeah, like why did like Jimmy Page like adopt a 15-year-old like girl?
Well, that's weird.
That's a weird one where she like moved in with him at 15.
Oh,
and then and then they were in a relationship the day she turned 18, like
now we're married.
yeah, like weird. Or what was that? What's that filmmaker, the comedian, the hey lady, the dude,
Jerry Lewis.
no, jeez, I burn a lot of
Woody
holes in my
Allen?
brain. Is it Woody Allen? There's another Woody.
Oh, the Woody Allen is weird. Woody Harrelson ain't never fucked anything under
No,
30.
so it's Woody Allen then who
Woody Harrelson after 31 ain't never fucked anything under 30. Let's not, like, I don't like Woody Harrelson. He has some bad politics, but like, he ain't coming for your daughter.
But what about the one who married the girl he adopted?
That's Woody Allen.
That's Woody Allen. Okay. Well, don't be like him.
No, we're just covering all sorts of topics.
Let's change the topic.
Oh, yeah, we should talk about something else. Chip?
I like weed. No. Okay. Back to some music shit. What's like a venue that you really, really want to play?
He played here tonight, so like, what's left?
I know that we
Yeah, I don't know what's
helped you hit
next. What's the step after this? It's from here to Madison Square Gardens, right? That's the next venue after this, or Carnegie Hall. Which one? Oh, the Grand
That'd
Ole
be
Opry.
Yeah, that'd actually be pretty cool. See you perform at like something, and then you got like a whole orchestra backing you up.
No,
like,
I'd perform in the
I just
lobby
feel
with
like-
a sign and like bumming money, and they'd kick me out. But I would call it a performance at the venue.
I wasn't even invited to this hotel, actually.
Like if they arrested me, I'd be like, "Isn't this a hotel?" Like I just act really confused.
Be like, I didn't buy a room. I was just checking the hotel out. Apparently, they don't like my music.
And it's Carnegie Hall. It's not even a hotel. It's a famous classical venue.
All right, everybody, check this out. I think the three of us are gonna hang out like on couches and shit. So we're out of here. River, thank you so much for joining us this evening, and thank you for playing music for us. It was fucking fantastic.
That was a lot of fun. Quite.
I mean, it is actually fun to hang out with us.
Yeah. I forget that sometimes.
well, I'm gonna go ahead and close it out with "Back Against the Wall."
That's a good song.
That's a good one. That's a Rancid song.
Well, Rancid's from Campbell.
Do you know how to raid somebody from your computer?
I can't do it.
Like,
from
listen,
my-
like, I don't know how many people were watching this show. It might be 7. It
we're
might be
doing
7.
all right. We're doing all right for a Tuesday. I'm happy with where we're at.
Is
We can
it
rate out
over or under 20?
just barely under,
Oh,
like by one person.
all right. Check this out. All 19 of you. No, I feel like
Come
this-
over. No.
Yeah, all of you just
Come on over.
over.
House party.
So we're all going to hang out after this. No DJ sessions happening after this. Thanks so much, everybody, for chilling with us. River, thank you for joining us tonight, and thank you for playing.
I am happy to play, and I will have new music for you guys very soon.
We're looking forward to that, man.
Well, fantastic. Chip doesn't know how to raid anyone.
I just can't do it from this computer, but I'm going to play music and I'll do it from your computer. So
Oh yeah, my computer's over there.
Thank you,
What
everybody.
are you playing?
He
I'm
said
playing
back against, the wall.
And
Well, I don't know what I'm doing here.
we'll see you next Tuesday.
Good night, folks.
Rock gets hot, now she can't stop. She's a lot like a robot, and she can't be bought. And her nerves are shot, and she starts to rot from the inside out. She says, I don't need you to save me. There's people here trying to play me, and there's no jobs that will pay me enough to feed my family. And I got my back up against the wall, and I got my back up against the wall. Yeah, no one hears the call, 'cause there's no one there at all. And I got my back up against the wall. Law crack rerun, fools is tripping. promises are broken and the jobs are leaving, and the sky is darkening in the land where the stepping and the buses stand. But I won't be regretting, said there's no more jobs here, no more love here, no more room here for me. Yeah, there's no more jobs here, only misery here for me and my family. And I got my back up against the wall, and I got my back up against the wall. Yeah, no one hears a call, 'cause there's no one there at all. And I got my back up against the wall. Now where have all good times gone? Alright, alright, alright. Something here is going wrong. Alright, alright, alright. Why even bother when you get clobbered? There's nowhere safe and sound. Off the sweat they will profit, the youth they were robbing, and they gunning you down to the ground. Oh, we all got big dreams now. New factory just shut down, and there's not enough to go around, 'cause they gunning you down to the ground. And I got my back up against the wall, and I got my back up against the wall. Yeah, no one hears a call, 'cause there's no one there at all. And I got my back up against the wall.
Friday nights at 9 p.m., it's time to sit back, relax, and play Conspiracy Bingo with Echoplex Media. We've curated the best conspiracy theorists the internet has to offer and turned it into a live bingo game you can play for free with absolutely no prizes but bragging rights. You won't find a live stream like this anywhere else, and that's probably better for everyone else's mental health. Tune in every Friday at 9 p.m. Pacific at twitch.tv/EchoplexMedia and find our full schedule at echoplexmedia.com.